How's it going today? Is 20th of January. We are taking a look at the market, what kind of opportunities are available out there in the city. I'm going to be taking a look at some of the press releases, and that will be a call for bids for new projects in Guinea. Let's try to understand this opportunity a little bit better. That would be embassy, perhaps, in a particular region. Call for bids, new projects in Guinea. The British Embassy in Conakry is pleased to open calls for bids for international program fund for projects running from April 24th to March 25. So there might be some opportunities there. Let's try to understand the full article, what this organization is all about. The United Kingdom remains committed to a stable and prosperous Guinea by supporting women and girls' human rights and civil society, good governance, open societies, and encouraging a business climate conducive to investment. Perhaps it should be open without putting people in boxes out, so it would be open to everyone, not necessarily divide and conquer, so to say. Since they're mentioning women and girls, right? So that comes without even saying this should be open for everyone, so including men. And let's progress from there. How it can potentially be done? Perhaps even if we're taking a look at some of it today's examples, right? If we were together with my business partner, that's the person. I don't know if I would be able to work with this person, right? But if I was, right, we might be able to develop a very good way of producing fish and or growing fish or either sourcing or fishing fish, right? And perhaps our skills and expertise we can export to other areas and improve local perhaps food production, output, nutrition to local communities. That would be just an example, perhaps how we can help, right? Just following today's theme, right? And something that we have taken a look at today. We encourage NGOs to propose initiatives aimed at improving the daily lives of Guineans. We are looking for interesting and very creative project proposals that will have direct impact on the living conditions of the beneficiaries. We therefore invite accredited NGOs to bid for funding by sending project proposals. Issues of which were welcome bids include women. Oh, okay, skip that. That's profiling people. Good governance, sustainable economic development, human rights and open societies, the mining sector, agriculture, and or climate change. So that's just some of the opportunities. I would say nutrition stores should be important for local communities, right? I don't know what's calorie intake of the person within the area. It should be about 2,000 or so. So if it's that's where the things are as of now, or perhaps that should be important, right? And if anything, like if someone keeps bringing women into the mix, it should be everyone inclusive, right? Myself, as I mentioned, I'm dead serious. By the way, I'm gonna put together a project, perhaps how we can produce calories, right? So it can potentially come from fish. I would need to source perhaps local talent from somewhere UK. It might one that I have touched on. Well, perhaps there's some limitations there. So it would be England, right? Perhaps there's a lot of people out of work as of now within the south of Wales. Thousands. We're talking about thousands of people. Can I find five people? If I could find five people interested in fishing and or establishing great ways of producing a lot of calories, it can come from fish, nutritious food, right? And from there, perhaps I can put the same project and recommend how we can improve local communities within that area when it comes to calories, right? So if some of those areas can be less than 1,000 calories a day. So let's improve that to 2,500 calories a day for local communities. Great, everyone would win in this kind of situation. So I need to put the whole thing together and express my interest in some of those opportunities. There's my big information there as a forms, but not necessarily as of now. It's been highlighted. Food, I think food would be very important for many people. I think. Bids will be assessed against following criteria: a project impact, delivering sustainable, meaningful change and direct impact on the living conditions of beneficiaries. Beneficiaries, here you go, it's only fishes already in the word, right? Kinda. Project viability, including the capacity of the implementation organizations to deliver outcomes. Project design, there must be a clear links between the proposed activity and the project outcomes. Risk management, robust analysis of key risk and plan actions to manage and mitigate this risk. Value for money, including a number of direct beneficiaries and a scale of achievable outcomes. So I'm not entirely sure if I can share all the details because there might be something within the agreement. Not necessarily would be able to disclose all the details, but that would be just an example of how to submit those projects, right? So potentially I could source know-how from a local talent within Wales as of now, if I can. At least I can do a proposed proposition of this is something that myself I'd be interested in engaging, right? Down the line, perhaps we would take a look at different areas, perhaps nutritions, I would say on the list of highest priorities, I would say it's very high priority out there, or at least it should be. Down the line, perhaps there might be different ventures. I myself see engaging with different communities with regards to what let's start with calories, how we can support local communities, and we can progress from there, right? We draw your attention to key points. The project proposal should include the detailed schedule of activities to be carried out, specific objectives, incubators, and expected results. This must include the deliverables, stakeholders, and all cost of the duration, start, and or execution of the deliverables. The detail, perhaps there might be some training involved, but I don't know the process, right? So if I would find a person within Wales, we can work out the system. Perhaps then we can source or license that system to the local community, and then it comes to production of nutritions. And it's just some of the documentary films that I have recently watched, right? So not necessarily as of now, perhaps doing very low scale and not necessarily very effective. They might need some technologies and everything, then there might be some pushback of sharing those technologies. Perhaps that would be a lot of problems there. But other than that, so there might be some obstacles within the project, and I'm not necessarily as of now, I'm gonna be able to execute this project, but at least might be able to put everything in motion, right? Yourself, if you're interested in learning more, I would highly recommend in purchasing this book, That Would Be Game Strategy. In the book, I'm taking a look at and sharing a lot of information when it comes to business and how to potentially structure a business and ways of approaching different ventures, right? Most of the time, I'm just showing up, I guess. Perhaps there's gonna be a lot of reasons why not to do it, why maybe things might be bad. There's gonna be a lot of issues. I'm kind of being transparent about how to do it. If anything, there might be some other people out there to do things better. So if I'm gonna do something myself or others would make mistakes, perhaps other people would come in based on something I'm sharing within the studio, and they would do things better, and then they criticize others once they have done it. If they can put together a better way of doing it, I'm all ears. You can find it. QR code in the corner company's website below. Myself, I would be looking to perhaps engage with the team and understand what were the process of potential working together, and if there's anything available and incentives. I don't think there was anything that I have read, right? If they're discussing any of what's the budget, I know. Oh, okay, so the project shall not exceed 2 million GNF. Oh, okay. Again, I'm reading it for the first time, right? So do not sign any documents, right? Consult with your legal professional and understand what will be required if you actually would go ahead with some of those projects, right? I'm just throwing some ideas out there. And if yourself you're interested, you need to be professional and do things very seriously. I'm doing that from very light-hearted, right? But just perhaps increased interest in some of those projects and solving the problems, right? But you be cautious in entering in agreements, right? So let's touch on that, which will be very important. And the process itself can be very complicated, right? But if I can, I'd rather make things seem very simple things to do, right? And thanks for watching. I'll see you next one.